But listen, you're really here to talk about running 10K, and you're running for the most amazing charity, 856, in memory of the awesome Lee Coulton. Tell us about your connection to them.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be doing that. So I've got the London Marathon coming up a few weeks before that, which is the sort of big one. So yeah, I was looking for a local charity. I've run this will be the fourth time I've done it as the MP for West Norfolk, and I was looking for a local charity and talking to people. A number of people mentioned the 856, which obviously I was aware of. I very sadly lost a friend who took their own life some years ago now, and I think what they do to encourage men to talk and use sport and socialise is really valuable, and we need to focus on mental health. So I'm really pleased to be running for them.
So you're using the marathon as a training exercise for gear?
Well, in some ways, yeah. It might be a bit of a breeze after the marathon.
What's the difference then in your mind focus, 26 miles versus 10K?
Yeah, it's quite daunting. This will be my sixth marathon, actually, but it's kind of when you're on the start line thinking you've got 26 miles to go, it takes a lot to do that distance. So you just have to break it down, but it's such a great experience. Like the gear, the crowds are there, and that's what carries you through. But I think having that motivation of a local charity and raising funds for them, every £35 that's raised helps fund a talking therapy session for someone who needs that support, and the funding will also help put on the activities, the running, the cricket, all the other things that the 856 do to bring men together to talk. And I'm really pleased. I've got £2,500 pledged so far. I'd like to get more than that. So anyone who wants to support me can go to my James Wild MP Just Giving page, find out more about the charity if they're not familiar with the 856, and hopefully support me. Any donations will help make a difference to men's mental health in West Norfolk.
Has the Prime Minister sponsored you?
The Prime Minister hasn't sponsored me. No, not yet.
You never know. You never know. Well, it's an amazing charity. We've worked with the 856 Foundation before. They are brilliant. Make sure you check them out on social media. Like James said, they do so much stuff for men's mental health. They are absolutely fantastic. And you won't miss them, by the way, at the gear run. They're like a swarm of bees. There'll probably be about 180 people running in black and gold. They're amazing. They're amazing. How is the training going, anyway?
It's going all right. It gets harder each year. You get a few more aches and pains, and the knees and parts of your foot that you didn't think were a problem suddenly start aching. But you just kind of got to get through it. Listening to podcasts, the rest is classified. I'd recommend if anyone likes spy and espionage things. That's a really good one. So keeps you going on those long runs. But there's you can't not do the training, otherwise the day will be horrendous. So yeah, I'm getting into the phase of the sort of 18 miles and 20 miles coming up soon. So
wow, I'm sure you'll be fine. He's an old pro. He's actually quite fast. James's times are quite good. What's your record?
The fastest one I did was 3 hours 33, but I was looking back, that was actually in 2009. So if I'm aiming for under 4 hours, okay, I'll be happy with that.
Very respectable. And I have to ask one final question. You know, there's like a corporate version of gear where all the companies go up against everyone. Is there like a Houses of Commons group of people running? Are you up against anyone else?
Yeah, I think there's about 10 or 15 MPs, and actually a couple of members of the House of Lords, I think, are running. So there's always a bit of friendly rivalry about who's the quickest. But everyone who's doing it, who's an MP, is helping to raise money for their local charities as well. So I think it's a really good thing to be doing. That's
amazing. You can keep up with James. He's up to running around King's Lynn, London, or in his day job. You can click jameswild.org.uk. James, it's always lovely to talk to you, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Si.